Hey everybody, I'm Grandpa Robert, and this is Yopop TV. So today we have a NFT update for you on the Back to the Futures. So in case you haven't seen or haven't heard, it didn't sell out. This makes the fifth out of the last six sets that has not sold out. The only one that did was the Warner Brothers 100, and that was just because it was a low production number. Now, while this set didn't sell out, I feel it's still a good set overall because if you look at it, I thought there should have been 19 to 20,000 packs instead of 22,500, which they did. And if you look at it, that's exactly the range that it would have sold in between. But is Funko playing a game? Are they sitting there trying to figure out which is the best way to go to maximize their dollar? I started thinking about this and going, if I was going to sit there and I thought we're going to sell out at 18,000, maybe 19,000, why not put 22,500 and see how close it gets, and so you burn some off. The bad part to that is I don't think they realize right now if a set doesn't sell out, it just gives them a bad reputation, and there's nothing much they can do about that. But so what does it mean? Well, originally there was 22,500 of each pack. Should have been 450,000 cards in total produced. At this point, 3,440 premium packs have been burned, which is 51,600 cards, leaving 398,400 cards that are actually going to be out there. Now, before I fill you in on the rest of this information, just a quick reminder, I tell you guys every time, just so you know, while this is a numbers game, okay, the way we understand it is when the pack is opened up is when the cards are issued to the packs. They're not issued any time before that. And it's all by a random system. So there's always a chance that they can go past the numbers, but so far to date, they have not. And matter of fact, since I've been keeping track, our first set is coming up, which is Stranger Things, where the part of the packs were canceled, and we're going to do a comparison to what we predicted that would happen and what actually happened. We'll do that in a few weeks when they actually do the release, or when they do the tokens, when they release the tokens. So 88.53%, which means 11.47% were burned off. That's a lot of. It's not really that bad compared to the ones in the past. Surprised. I think the biggest thing that hurt this set was the fact is everybody's waiting for the Funko Halloween 3 to come out, and they're assuming it's going to be the next one, which I agree. It should be the next one. If not, they're crazy. And that's probably the most anticipated set of the entire year. And so a lot of people were saving money that might have went for this set if it had come out almost any other time of the year. I think it hurt it a little bit, and it could have cost them that many packs, but nobody knows for sure. So what does it come down to? Well, what it comes down to is basically overall, it means that even though you still have the random chance and it could exceed the numbers of the cards hit, because so many cards are being burnt, equal number of redeemables should be burnt with it. Okay, technically they're not burnt yet. They won't be burned until the end, but it's just the number wise, it should happen. So first up, we have the Grail Marty McFly. 999 were originally supposed to be produced. We're estimating that 884 will actually come out. Now, always a few that doesn't come out on top of that and so forth. We just don't expect it to go past 884. The following four legendaries, we got the Doc 1885, we got George McFly, we got Griff 2015, and we got Lorraine. Each of these originally were supposed to be 1,900 produced, okay, but 218 should be technically burned, which leaves us with 1,672. So numbers have come down quite a bit. I feel they're fair numbers. I like this set. I've heard people go back and forth on whether they like it or not. The Marty, the Grail, kind of wavy. I would have rather seen the Doc be the Grail and the Marty put in a legendary set. I think it would have made the Grail even bigger, but it seems like it's doing okay. The most popular out of the legendary seems to be Griff the 2015, and of course the Doc, which I like both. And then of course we'll get to the royalty in just a minute. So 1,682 of each of those should be produced. And then finally we got the royalty, which is Freddie Funko as Doc Brown with the mind reader on his head that never worked. 2,500 of these were approximately supposed to be made, which 287 should be burned. The reason I keep saying should is because, look, it's Funko. They can do whatever they want. They can turn up the numbers and say, have every one of them issue out within that number line and so forth. They haven't done that so far, and I think it'd be bad for them if they did. Because people are buying based off the fact is that there's going to be a certain number that are going to be burned away. So 287 should be burned, leaving us with what, 2,213. I think this is going to be a popular piece. It should do pretty well. I think it'll be a $125 to $150 piece, but a lot of fun. So burn again, burn again, burn again. It seems like this is happening a lot. Next set should be Funko Halloween 3. Either they're going to do a quick drop, which means that they're going to issue it next Tuesday, or they're going to actually issue it on Halloween Day, which actually I'm pretty cool with. I'd love to see it on Halloween Day. That would be the ultimate. But who knows if they will do it or not. We're dying to see what pieces there's going to be. But it's Freddy Funko. 2 previous sets have both sold out. 2 previous sets are doing extremely well. They started shipping the Series 2 out and so forth, and they seem to be pretty popular, going between $100 and $400 a piece, depending on which ones. That's if you're into, you go by the money value. As far as look-wise, they look awesome. Like the Invisible one came out, I think, better than people were expecting. And I haven't got mine in it. Mine say shipped, but they're not in the UPS system yet, so I'm still waiting for them to show up. It seems like, we have a lot of pieces that are shipping, but only a small amount of them, like Elf and the Horror 2, or I should say the Funko Halloween 2, have both shipped. One's coming in through DHL, the other one's coming in through UPS. The UPS one, we show no movement whatsoever, but the DHL one is supposed to be on its way. It's I think it goes to the post office, and the post office delivers it out. So we're waiting for the transfer time. But even they're not that great at keeping track of exactly when and where it is. So they've started shipping, and they've got I think it's roughly six more sets that are all preparing to ship. So a lot of stuff that's supposed to be going out before the end of the year. I think they're ahead of schedule on certain pieces, which is a good thing. So I hope this helps you guys out, helps you with your decision on what you want to do, if you want to sit there and go that particular way and collect a set. I think if you're a Back to the Future fan at all, okay, it's a good set to go for. I think the numbers are fair. I would like to see them a little bit lower, like 1,500 legendaries. So even after the burn off, we still didn't hit where I'd like it to be. But that's the difference if I had the company and them having a company. I'm a collector first, and always will be a collector first. And then, I know we got to make a profit. Don't get me wrong. I always have that in mind, but I would try to make the maximum profit I can and yet keep everybody else happy. So if you like this type of information, guys, please like this video. It helps us with our algorithms. Subscribe. Our subscriptions have really been moving up the last couple days. Let's keep it going. We get to 600. We're going to give another prize away. Top secret, we're giving away a sleeve stack from the Sid and Marty Crawford set. No chance to enter on this episode because this is a special episode, but if you go back and you watch, which I'll put a link down here, I think is it here? I don't remember. It's one of these two sides. Towards the end of this video, for you to click, and you can go back and watch the episode and then sign up for it. It shows us opening up packs, and it goes over the review of the Back to the Future. And then be sure to like, subscribe, share, and let people know about us. Everything we can get helps. I know there's more, but I'm losing my mind right now. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching. We hope you have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you on the next episode.